For most of human history, certainty ruled the world. Kings spoke for gods, priests defined truth, and to question was to rebel against the order of heaven itself. People believed the earth sat still at the center of creation, that diseases were divine punishment, and that fate could never be changed. Certainty gave comfort and chained the human mind. Then, somewhere in the shadows of ancient Athens, a man named Socrates began asking questions. Simple questions, dangerous questions. What is justice? How do you know what you know? His crime was not teaching lies, it was teaching doubt. They forced him to drink poison, but they could not kill the idea that curiosity was not a sin. Centuries later, another man stayed at the night sky and wondered if everyone might be wrong again. Copernicus saw the planets dance and dared to whisper that the Earth was not the center after all. Galileo turned his telescope upward and confirmed the heresy with his own eyes. For that, he was silenced, but not defeated. Doubt had become a spark no authority could extinguish. When Newton watched an apple fall, he did not thank the gods, he asked why. When Darwin studied life, he did not accept that creation was finished, he asked how. With every question, humanity stepped away from superstition and closer to understanding. Doubt had transformed from a threat into a tool, the foundation of the scientific method, the mother of invention. But science was only the beginning. Once humans learned to doubt the heavens, they began to doubt the thrones. If kings ruled by divine right, who granted that right? If all men were created equal, why were some born as masters and others as slaves? From those questions came revolutions, democracies, and the idea that truth belonged to everyone, not just the powerful. Even art began to change. Painters, poets, and thinkers started to celebrate uncertainty. The world no longer had to make sense. It only had to be explored. Doubt gave humans something faith never could: freedom. The freedom to be wrong, to learn, to start over. And so, the modern world was born, not from belief, but from the courage to say I might be mistaken. Every bridge, every vaccine, every law protecting human rights stands on that foundation. Yet, as the world grew louder with opinions and algorithms, something strange happened. People began to crave certainty again. They wanted simple truths, easy enemies, and perfect answers. But history whispers a warning. The moment we stop doubting, we stop growing. Because doubt is not weakness. It is the heartbeat of progress, the quiet voice that built the modern world. And humanity's greatest strength was never that it knew everything, but that it was brave enough to ask, what if we're wrong?